So we're back for race number 14 in our season with Ferrari. So today we'll be doing the Belgian Grand Prix. We're going to Spa. Beautiful track. So there's a summer break and it's 25 days until the race. So I think we've got a few days before the summer break to check the emails, do some upgrades, all of that stuff. This is the post-race debrief. We don't have development points for Sainz, but I'm guessing we do have some for Leclerc. I haven't checked in a while. Let's see, drivers. Leclerc, we've got 3. So we can improve Leclerc's racecraft, because his adaptability is quite low and his defending is quite low. So let's up his adaptability by 2 and his defending by 1. There we go. Do we have some for Giovinazzi? Only 1. His defending is quite low. Adaptability as well. Let's do the defending is the lowest. Okay. And for the staff, they should also have development points. We've got 1 for the head of aero. Drag reduction is 88 and DRS delta is 88. Cooling is 87. Okay, so let's do cooling. That's now 88 as well. And we've got 1 for the engineer. I think that's Sainz's engineer, right? Yeah, Sainz's engineer. So 88 communication, 85 feedback. Pit crew management is lowest. A higher rating means faster pit stops for the race engineers per driver. Okay, faster pit stops, that's always good. So that's 83 now. Now let's check the emails. What's this? Construction is complete. A boardroom is now operating far better than it was previously. The car parts development. Post-race overview. So Checo won that race, but Leclerc is still leading the Drivers' Championship. And Sainz is in P2 right now, only 1 point in front of Max in the Drivers' Championship. So that's a big battle. We need to make sure that Sainz keeps performing better than Verstappen. Difficult race in Hungary, yeah, definitely was. Ford confidence, looking good. So let's see what we can do here. Our engine is slightly worn. Condition is 33%. And we're on our 2nd engine right now. So the first one is at 38. We could switch to a 3rd one, but I'm not sure if we'll make it until the end of the season with this engine. But we will need the power. It's Spa that's coming up, so I'm gonna switch to engine number 3. Ooh, and for Sainz, I think I'm gonna do the same. Condition is 23%. So both drivers will be using their 3rd engine from now on. ERS is looking good. So both are on their 2nd ERS. And okay, we can buy a new one for $1 million. We might have to do that for Sainz soon, because his 2nd ERS is at 51. Gearbox, We're on our third one for Leclerc. And fourth one for Sainz already. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. We develop some new car parts. No design slots available. So what if we wanted to design a new one? Oh, there's some in development already. So that's all we can do right now, I think. Let's continue. Research for the side parts is complete. Okay, so we've done research for basically everything, and the one for suspension is still on the way. So that was research. Let's design a new car part for this season. What would give us the biggest benefit? I'd say the underfloor, but because of the new regulations, maybe the front wing. Let's do the underfloor. So we can design a new one. We've got 24 wind tunnel hours remaining. Let's use all of them, and then we can design something else after Spa. And 0.8 CFD hours remaining. Okay, design focus. Let's keep that balanced. Looking good. And how many engineers do we have? 4. Approach. We could rush it. It'll cost us. Intense. That's more expensive, but not faster. But we will gain a greater car part expertise bonus. I don't know if that's worth it, so I'm just gonna do rushed and start this underfloor project. Okay. Sponsorship obligation. So it doesn't look like the factory is actually closed during the summer break. There's still things going on. Side pod research complete. Suspension research complete. Okay, so we've researched all of the car parts for next year. Okay, and now we've got Belgium coming up. Up and coming driver Vesti. Unused scouts. We've got unused scouts. We want to scout a technical chief? I don't know. Not really looking into that right now. Let me know if I need to do that, guys. I have no idea. A memorabilia room in poor condition. Okay, we need to refurbish that. Or we can upgrade it. Let's upgrade it. Why not? We've got the money. And if we go over budget, we'll just call it a catering expense, right? Okay, race preview. And we need to check the targets. So there's a 30% chance of rain, not that much. So it looks like it's gonna be a dry race weekend. And our quali target is going to be a minimum qualifying position of 2nd with at least one driver. P2 at least in quali, okay. And finish the race in at least 2nd position with both drivers. So that's a 1-2. They want us to score a 1-2 in Spa. Whew. Okay. And this one is qualified 4th or higher for 2 races in a row. Okay, so yeah, we basically need to qualify P2 to get all of the targets and then finish 1-2. That's not easy, but we're gonna try.
Willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to Spa-Francorchamps. This circuit was built in 1921, and even though its length was halved in 1979, the Belgian Grand Prix is still one of the longest, fastest, and most magical races on the F1 calendar. Spa-Francorchamps is famous for its long straights and fast corners. Drag efficiency will make all the difference here as drivers zoom through the famous sequence of Eau Rouge leading up into Radion. But a twisty middle sector keeps things tricky down on the track. We're about halfway through the season now, and there's still plenty of time for everything to change. All eyes are on the teams and how they tackle the rest of the year. Let the weekend begin!
It's a beautiful circuit, that's for sure. So it's not gonna be completely dry, I think. It says heavy rain on Saturday and heavy rain on Sunday. That could make things very interesting. So let's switch to mediums for free practice 1. And let's change the car setup. So we want a lot of straight line speed. So low wings, as I'm guessing. So what they want. Do we lower the anti-roll? I don't know, let's see. What if we use lower wings? Something like that. Let's try that. And let's do the same for signs. Switch into the mediums and car setup. You want something different. Let's see, more cornering. Oh, that drops the traction way too much. I'm guessing just more wings then. Maybe something like this. We'll have to try out some stuff. They'll give us feedback in FP1. So let's go and do that. Manage practice 1.
Radio check, Carlos. Yeah, all good. Green light.
Okay, let's get both of the cars out there. Okay, so now it's still dry, and I think it's gonna stay dry in FP1. There's not more than a 40% chance of rain in this session. So now all we need to do is wait for them to complete their runs and give us some feedback. Gotta love Eau Rouge. So they're putting in some lap times. 46.0. Leclerc's a lot slower. Oh. Someone crashed. What
There's been
happened?
a crash. Sounds like a
Roll
single
crashed.
car. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. This was the Aston Martin.
Oh, at the bus stop?
Oh, a nasty crash.
What was that? He had like no brakes. He just went straight, full speed, right ahead. Oh my god. No way he's still driving. No way. This game, man. Wow. Okay, now Stroll is boxing. I'm guessing for repairs. Now Leclerc's faster than Sainz. Oh, another crash. Who is it this time? I don't see anybody standing still. Ocon maybe?
There's
Turn
been a
one.
crash. Let's
Yep.
see what happened there. Now have a watch of this. Looks like Ocon.
We just locked up one
That
straight.
crash is terrible news for the team. The team are really disappointed with that. Let's hope it doesn't set them back too badly.
Hey, as long as my drivers don't crash, then I'm all good. We're at 3 out of 5 feedback right now. Let's see. They're like halfway through their run.
Someone spun out.
Bottas spun. They're at 4 out of 5 now. We're getting close. They don't need to complete their 15 lap run. 15 laps is a long distance
Sounds
here
like
at
someone's
Spa.
gone wide there.
When you can.
That's a good improvement.
Yeah, copy.
Okay, so we've got 5 out of 5 feedback from Leclerc. Let's call him in. And hopefully we'll have 5 out of 5 feedback from Sainz as well very soon. Maybe 1 or 2 extra laps. And then we can call him in as well.
Charles pit lane.
Copy. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
So there's 40 minutes left, so it takes us around 20 minutes to get the feedback from Leclerc. Let's see, let's reconfigure. Only 53% confidence. So cornering and traction are great, but the other 3 are bad. So I'm guessing oversteer's too low, so he has understeer. What if we up the front wing? That'll help him, especially in the middle sector. Straights is bad, so does he want that to be higher? Something like that. So we want to try and get cornering and traction as close as possible to what it was. Now braking stability is still close to what it was, so what if we tried this? This looks pretty good. So the ones that are bad are quite different from what they were, and cornering and traction were great, and they're still quite close to what they were, almost the same. So let's do that. Mediums are still at 72% of tire life. So let's confirm, and they'll be reconfiguring Leclerc's car. Hopefully we can call in Sainz this lap. He's battling that Alfa Romeo. Is that Joe? I think it is. Yeah, it is.
The car is okay.
Oof, bad.
We are nowhere.
Copy it.
Okay, so we need to come in. We need to fix this. The car setup is not good. I'm guessing his front wing is too low as well. We can try something similar to what we did with Leclerc's car. I mean, if the setup is bad, then the only way is up, right?
Billy.
Copy.
Okay, let's see how bad it is. We're at 34. That's not good. So only cornering is good. Everything else is bad. So he's basically got a lot of understeer. Because the oversteer is way too low. So we'll up the front wing. We drop the rear wing as well, like we did with Leclerc. We could, but we need to make sure that everything else is still within the optimal setup range. Do we want more straight line speed? Maybe we do. What if we tried this? Looks quite radical, but who knows, it might work. There's a big chance it's better than the previous one at least. So let's reconfigure. And now we need to wait before the cars are ready to go out again. Yellow flag again. Someone going wide, I think. Okay, so we can send out Leclerc. Oh, Joe crashed.
Take a look now. Now let's watch this. The Alfa Romeo involved in this one.
Is he doing the same as Stroll? Yep.
Here's the crash.
Piece of front wing flying up.
That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
That makes it look so cartoonish. Okay, let's speed up so we can send out Sainz as well. And he's done. Send out. So both of the cars are out again. Hopefully on a better setup. We'll have to wait and see. So they should be done with their run before the end of this session. Then we'll have another chance to reconfigure and see where we go from there.
Oh, did someone run wide there?
Albon ran wide. So we're 3/10 slower than Max at the moment. Does he get a home Grand Prix boost here as well? I hope not, because he's already quite quick. Okay, now Leclerc, his confidence is great. Let's call him in. Let's see how great it is. Sainz is still at 4 out of 5. Where is Leclerc? Oh, that's Leclerc. He's close to the pit entry.
box.
Okay, copy. And we need speed limiter on, speed limiter on.
Okay, Sainz's confidence is good. So let's call him in as well. Okay, it's 80% for Leclerc. 4 are great, and straights is good. So straights could maybe be a bit higher. That's what I'm guessing. So how do we get that one higher? Lower rear wing maybe? But then we need to get the cornering back up a bit. That's tricky. That is tricky. So the easiest way to change the straights bias is with the wings. And especially the rear wing. But if we drop that down, a lot of the other ones also change. We can try and keep it this way. Who knows, it'll go up to more than 80. We could try that. Let's do that. Okay, where is Sainz? Oh, still at Brussels. He's got a long way to go. Okay, Leclerc is done reconfiguring. Send him out for the final 13 minutes.
Yeah, in the pit lane.
Okay, that's good.
And then we can reconfigure Sainz's car. So his set of confidence was good, not great yet. Only 54. And braking stability is optimal though. Oversteer is bad, so I think it's too high. So he might want a lower front wing. That's what I'm guessing. Then we need to drop down the braking stability again. Like that. Oh, that drops the traction way too much. We don't want to do that. It's not easy to get the car set up properly for Spa. They're not making this very easy. Might also be because the track is so... There's so much difference, you know? Long straights, fast corners, also some slow corners. Like you really need to compromise your setup. But we want to get rid of the bad ones, that's for sure. Now only straights is still very close to what it was. What if we try this? So even lower rear wing. Yeah, this might be a good one. Let's try it out. It'll take a while to get his car reconfigured. Leclerc already out. Going through Eau Rouge. Okay, so I don't think he'll be able to give us any more feedback before the end of the session. But I'm pretty sure the setups are quite decent at the moment.
Someone's run wide.
Checo ran wide. Send out Sainz. It's still dry. But it looks like maybe quali and the race are both gonna be wet, so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens there.
The tires are dead.
Tire dead.
Copy.
What are we doing?
We are driving on worn tires. That's what we're doing. They're still at 29% though, so he should be able to complete his run, or at least this session. 2 minutes to go, that's like one more lap. He'll manage. Now watch him fly into the wall. Right when I say he'll manage. Okay, that's the end of FP1. And we've got the second and the fourth time on the leaderboard. And Sainz has got a grid penalty. Is that because we changed something? Why did we get a grid penalty? It would be nice if you could click on it, you know, and it would explain why. But Max has got one as well. A lot of people have one. Like 7 drivers with a grid penalty. Maybe we changed something that was not part of the regulations. That could be it. So we don't know the setup confidence right now because we just changed the setup. And I'm just gonna simulate the other practice sessions to get the setup confidence a little bit higher. Simulate this one, FP2. See what that does. Hopefully it's in the high 80s now. Bottas P4. Woo. Nice job. Okay, so Leclerc's setup confidence is 85 and Sainz is still stuck at 77. Could be better.
Our race weekend continues as we head into FP3 and then qualifying. Time and time again, we see just how little separates the drivers as they complete their qualifying laps. Those who have pushed that little bit harder during qualifying can be rewarded with a grid place that sets them apart from their competitors going into the race. Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Okay, so first we'll be doing FP3. Let's just simulate that one. Like, I'm not gonna do the full session just to get a couple extra percents of setup confidence in there. So Leclerc is still stuck at 88, but Sainz has gone up to 81. So hopefully he'll be fast enough to beat Max today. Otherwise, Sainz could drop down to P3 in the standings, and we don't want that. Now let's see if there's gonna be any rain in quali. Okay, we've got a 5-place grid penalty. Doesn't explain why, but I'm guessing I just put in a new car part that wasn't allowed yet or something. I have no idea. Oh look, we're on Inters. So it looks like Q1 is gonna be wet. Do we do one flying lap? Let's do 2 flying laps. Just to be sure, we want to stay out a little bit longer. Including a cool down lap. Although it's only Q1, but you never know with the rain, you know? So let's go out and see if the weather is actually gonna be wet. If it's gonna stay that way.
Wait a sec, Carlos, can you hear me?
Looks like it's gonna be dry.
Very light. So reporting a lot of rain.
Copy.
So let's send them out just to be sure and get a lap time on the board. Because I don't know how damp the track is gonna be. It's at 1.7 millimeters right now. Maybe it's gonna be at like 4, like halfway through the session, and then it only dries up slightly. Which means the fastest lap times would be at the start of Q1. But if you look at this graph, then there's a low chance of rain near the end of the session. So I'd expect it to stop raining soon. And you would say that then the lap times would be lower at the end of the session. But that's only a guess.
There is a normal rain expected.
Copy that.
Okay, so the engineer is also saying that it's gonna be dry soon. It's 2.2 millimeters of rain at the moment. Let's skip ahead.
Normal rain, all clear.
Copy.
Okay, so the track is still damp, but there's probably no more rain coming. So my guess is that the track is going to be fastest at the end of Q1. And who knows, if the track dries up quick enough, we might be able to go to slicks. But that's not a certainty. Let's just stay out for now and set a lap time. There are some other cars out on track, but not that many. I'm guessing a lot of the drivers are expecting the track to be faster at the end of Q1. So the track is drying up. It's at 2.1 millimeters now. But it's not drying up very quickly. One thing's for sure, it's definitely still time for inters. Okay, that Alpine's on a slow lap. Please don't block us. Please don't block us. That was not optimal, but we're just doing the same with Sainz. Yep. AI is not that great at letting other cars by. Track is still at 2.1 millimeters, so it's fluctuating a bit. I thought it would go down all the way until the end of the session, because there's no more rain coming, but it's not really drying up. So Ricciardo did a 51.0. Leclerc's faster, almost 2 seconds. And Sainz as well. They're in the 49s. You know what, guys? Let's just go back to the pits right now. After one flying lap. And then we'll see what the other cars do out on track. And we'll keep an eye on the amount of water that's still on the surface. 1.9 millimeters. So the track is drying out. But I'm not gonna stay out here. We only have fuel to do one more flying lap. So we're just gonna box. And then we'll just go out at the end of the session and do another flying lap there. I'm guessing we should be able to improve if the track keeps drying up like that. So let's get the cars back to the pit lane.
Pit lane.
Copy. And speed limiter on.
Okay, so Sainz is still fastest at the moment. Alonso's right behind him. Let's reconfigure quickly. They're saying the lap time of the softs was like 28.5 seconds faster, but not in these conditions. So let's keep the same tire. Run plan. 1 flying lap. I don't know if that's enough. If we get held up by the AI and it comes down to that 1 lap, we could be out in Q1. We don't want that to happen. So let's put enough fuel in for 2 fast laps, and then we need to go out like, I don't know, 6 to 8 minutes before the end, something like that. So yeah, same tires. It's still at 93% of tire life. 2 flying laps. That's fine. And we're at 10 minutes right now. So let's skip ahead. Bottas P1. Wow. And then we go out right now. So expected traffic should go down. That's good. We will hopefully have the track to ourselves, at least during the first flying lap. But there's more water on the track. They said it wouldn't rain anymore. There's 0% chance of rain right now and 10% chance of rain in 3 minutes. But the amount of water on track has only gone up. Like, where is that water coming from? Is Eau Rouge overflowing or something? 3.5 millimeters. We're not gonna beat our previous lap times like that. Now that also means that the other cars will have more difficulty beating our lap times, our run 1 lap times. So we should be good. We did make the right decision by going out right away at the start of Q1. Now let's go to the start of our first flying lap. Leclerc is leading, so let's put the camera on him. And let's see if they can improve. I don't think they can improve in these conditions. 3.7 millimeters, while during their first run it was like 2.1, something like that, 2.1 millimeters. So there was a lot less water on the track. You can still see it's quite wet with all the spray in the close-up shots. Still 3.7. And their first sectors are not faster than the first sectors they did in the first run at the start of Q1. We're almost the only ones out on track. Now I think everybody's gonna go out one more time in like a minute or so. And while they will be on their out lap, we will also have a cool down lap. And then we'll do a second flyer right when the clock hits 0. .5 millimeters. It's very wet. Second sector is slower as well. So we could stay out. We could also box. I mean, we're out already, so I'm like, we can still complete the lap, the flying lap that we planned. It's better to be there than to not be there and just look at what's happening from inside the box, you know. So now both of the drivers are on the cooldown lap, recharging the battery, all of that stuff, making sure the tires don't overheat. And also making sure the tires are not too cold, of course. So it's 3.3. Track is drying up a little bit, but not that much. And Bottas is still fastest. I think he just went out right when the track was at its driest. So let's skip ahead. Oh, in the front of the entire terrain, everybody's out. So the guys at the back will most likely have the driest track to do a lap on. It's at 2.9 though, still higher than what it was at the start of Q1. And we're being blocked by, who is that? Mick? I think it's Mick. Yeah, Magnussen is right at the back. This is like one big Haas sandwich. Haas at the front, Haas at the back. Somebody locked up, sector 3. Really? On an outlap? Okay.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
We're right behind Mick. He's holding us up, that's for sure. We're lucky this doesn't really matter for us, this lap time. Leclerc's P7. He's almost 2 seconds faster than P15, P16. So we're safe. We're through to Q2. Maybe we can push Mick a bit. Does he need it? Ah, he's a P8. His lap time was close to ours. That was a decent lap. So yeah, sector 1, sector 2. For both of the drivers, not faster than what it was in the first run. So we're not going to be improving, but luckily we don't need it. It does make for an interesting qualifying session. With the changing weather, the track drying and then not drying anymore. So let's skip ahead. No major changes. And we're through to Q2. So P4 and P7. Doesn't say that much though. It was basically a matter of timing your run. And now they've got soft tires fitted. Okay, interesting. Let's see what the weather will be like in Q2.
And radio check, Carlos. Can you hear me?
Okay, it's dry.
Yep, all good.
And only 40% chance of rain. So I'm guessing we've got, yeah, we still have the 2 flying laps run planned. Let's switch that to a 1 flying lap run plan. Tires are fine. Run plan, 1 flying lap. So let's skip ahead a little bit. We should be quick enough to go through to Q3. Okay, let's send them out. So there's a lot of cars out on track, but some of them are at the end of their run. So they'll be pitting, and hopefully we won't have that much traffic. And right as I say that, one of the cars is stuck behind an Alfa Romeo. But luckily we're only on our out lap, so it doesn't really matter. He's not that quick either. We're doing 200 kph. So I'm guessing the Alpha is on his in lap. Let's skip ahead. That's Joe. And Sainz is right behind him. Ooh, a lot of traffic there. Leclerc just let the Alpine through. Hopefully he'll be on the flying lap. Or boxing at least. Let's see what Ocon does. Oh, now he's letting the Haas through as well. He might be on the flying lap. Hopefully he'll do the same for us. Because we're starting our first run in Q2 right now. Okay, that's not too bad. Needed to take the inside line. But that's not going to cost us massively. We're now coming up in the Alpine. Okay, no problem at all. The Haas isn't the problem for Sainz either. But the Alpine could be a bigger problem. Right at the apex. Come on, move. Okay, he's getting out. Yeah. Really? I thought he'd let him through. Ah, these AI, man. That's such a shame. Hopefully we'll still be quick enough with Sainz. Leclerc's purple, sector 1. And we're the last ones to set a lap time. Russell locked up. Okay, Leclerc did it 43.3, faster than the Red Bulls. Sainz is only a P8, 1.5 seconds slower than Leclerc. He got held up big time. So this might get tricky with only 5 minutes to go. We need to hurry up and go back to the garage and try and do a second run with Sainz. Now an in lap is probably going to take like 2 minutes. An out lap is going to take 2 minutes. Then there's 1 minute left to reconfigure the car. We should be able to do it if an in lap is not more than like 2.5 minutes. Can we make him speed up or something? Take manual control. Push. Don't know if that really does anything. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, he's definitely pushing. Yep.
Pit lane.
Yeah, we need to hurry up with Sainz.
Charles, pit lane.
Good to see that that works.
Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
Okay, reconfigure quickly. Let's keep the same tires. We should be good. 1 flying lap. 3 minutes to go. So with Leclerc, I'm just staying in. We'll be through to Q3. But let's send out Sainz right away. 3 minutes to go. We need to improve. Everybody's going out. Except for Leclerc. And we're right in the middle of this whole train of cars. So we're only 4/10 above the drop-off point, so we don't want to drop down to P11. And we're in a good position right now. I mean, the cars ahead of us, they're also pushing, they're also on the flying lap, so we shouldn't have any problems with traffic. Let's see, his first sector is quicker than it was last time. Clock's at 0. Sector 2 is green as well. So it's looking good. I think with this lap, we should definitely be through to Q3. Ooh, we're in P9 right now. It's a good thing we're out and doing this lap. P10 at the moment. One good lap by Joe and we'd be out. But we've got a decent lap time on the board. Only 3/10 slower than Leclerc right now. So that's a 1.2 second improvement. Not too bad. So through to Q3. P1 and P4 in the end. Now let's see. Is Q3 going to be dry? Looks like it. We've got soft tires fitted. So let's go to Q3.
Radio check.
Yeah, ready, it's good.
Great, right?
Let's go out right away and do a run. Let's see what we can do in Q3. See if we can go for pole. Remember, we've got a qualifying target in which we need to qualify P2 or higher with at least one driver. And then in the race, the target is going to be a 1-2. This is going to be very difficult. Okay, Sainz is faster than Leclerc in Sector 1. Now Max is fastest. More than a 10th faster. Whew. Oh, there's 100% chance of rain in a couple of minutes. So this lap might decide who will be on pole. If it's going to rain, then we're not going to be any faster than this. This is it. Most likely. Yeah, it's raining already.
Some rain started now.
So the guys at the back, they will have the biggest disadvantage. They'll be struggling the most. Bottas P1 at the moment, faster than Russell. Leclerc P1, Sainz P2. It's looking good. It's looking good. Checo P2, Max P3, just ahead of Sainz. Now only Lewis and Alonso, and they're slower. You can see the rain is affecting them the most. The further back you are, the more you're struggling. So we did good to go out quickly in Q3. Woo. P1 right now, and there's a 100% chance of rain and a 55% chance of rain after that. If the track does not dry up, then this will be the end result of Q3. Let's see. Let's skip ahead. Cars will be pitting.
Charles, pit lane.
Yes, copy. And we need speed limiter on. Speed limiter on.
Okay, so there's around 1 millimeter of water on the track right now. So I think Inters will just about be quicker. But it's dropping down now. So I think it's very close between Inters and Softs. But no way you're gonna beat a 43.5. Not in these conditions. So I'm gonna reconfigure with soft tires, because that's the only ones that would make sense to use to try and beat our current lap times. We're never gonna beat the current lap times with Inters. And then I'm gonna skip ahead like 2 minutes. So the other ones are going out. But there's 1.7 millimeters of rain. So they're out on Inters. No way they're gonna beat our lap times. I'm just gonna stay in. There's no need to go out. So let them do their laps. It's only getting wetter. 2.2, 2.3, 2.4 millimeters. I think that's pole for Leclerc.
And no more rain. Let me know on track conditions.
Copy.
And everything has stayed the same. That's Leclerc on pole. Nice. Sainz P4 with a 5-place grid penalty, I believe. So he should be starting P9. Although Max and Bottas also have grid penalties. I don't know how much they'll be dropping down. We'll have to see. But it's gonna be an interesting race between Max and Carlos. They're still battling for P2 in the driver standings. And hopefully we can grab an easy win with Leclerc.
Drivers are strapping themselves in, ready for race day.
These past few days, Ferrari have been absolutely thrilling their fans. Now let's see if they can make the Tifosi proud by capitalizing on that grid position. This weekend, Red Bull displayed promise during qualifying. Now they need to capitalize on their grid position and get a good race under their belts. And the weather is sunny here today, apart from a few clouds. Let's hope they remain scattered on the horizon.
Well, no one can ever predict what will happen at Spa-Francorchamps, but one thing's for sure, it's going to be eventful.
Okay, the Belgian Grand Prix. Now, let's see what's happening in terms of the weather. So it looks like it's gonna start out dry, but then there's a 90% chance of rain. After that, there's also a 100% chance of rain. Maybe some dry patches when it's at 35, but that's not going to be enough for the track to dry up completely. So around lap 9 is when there's going to be rain, so I'm guessing that's when we need to box for inters. So I'd say we start on soft tires. And then after that we go to intermediates when we need to. So if we don't push too much, we can make these softs last quite long. It says here we could pit at lap 17 doing a one stop. And I'm guessing we'll be pitting for inters at around lap 10. That's my guess right now, looking at the data. So I say we start both of the cars on soft tires and try to make the tires last until at least lap 10. And then we keep an eye on the weather, on the amount of water on track. Because my guess is after lap 10 it's gonna be a completely wet race. Let's see.
The drivers there lined up on the grid under mostly sunny skies. And there is Charles Leclerc. They're starting today at the head of the pack, but will they be able to stay there? And further back, there's Sainz. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. Everything's been building to this. Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay, lots of other cars are also starting on mediums. Perez on mediums. Gasly in P3. Also on mediums. Sainz P7. Let's try and pull away a little bit.
And push.
Okay.
Hopefully we can get away from Checo.
DRS.
Copy.
I want to try and make sure he doesn't get DRS on us at the start of lap 3. And Sainz is in P7. Max is all the way down in P17. So I'm guessing he had multiple grid penalties. Do we push with ERS? Yeah, we could. Hopefully we can get past Lewis, who's also on mediums. Just like Ocon ahead of him. So a lot of the cars are wanting to go long. But my guess is the rain will come at around lap 10. If you look at this graph, lap 9, there is a 90% chance of rain. Come on, Carlos. Alongside Lewis. Better traction with soft tires. You can do it.
Well done, Carlos. Nice job.
Okay, P6. So we're 1.3 seconds ahead of Checo right now.
Advance the race position.
So let's put the ERS back on neutral. Sainz is still pushing.
We should slow down.
Yeah, copy.
Let's try and manage the gap with Leclerc. Come on, Carlos. P5. You can do it. Yeah, he's ahead.
Good job.
Nice. Right, do we keep pushing? Battery's still quite full.
Just gained a place.
So Sainz is in P5 right now. That's looking very good. Max is only in P16. He's Sainz's main competitor. So I'm gonna keep an eye on Verstappen for sure this race. I believe we're only 1 point ahead of Max in the driver standings. We being Sainz. Okay, coming up on Russell. Gap between Leclerc and Checo is 1.8 right now. Leclerc's doing a good job on the soft tires.
You can use DRS.
Okay, hopefully we'll be past Russell quickly, because we don't want to be stuck in the DRS train here. Russell will have DRS because he's right behind Gasly. DRS is open, but it's the same story for Russell. Russell's not overtaking Gasly. He could have made a move, but he didn't. So that might be our moment. Nope. Nope. Okay, can we go around the outside here? With the soft tires? Nope. That would have been a beauty. Going around the outside there. Double left-hander. I'm gonna have to recharge the ERS quickly, because it's at 30%. I think at the end of this straight. No, we've already fully deployed everything we're allowed to deploy here. So it's stuck at 36. You have to check those 2.1, 2.3 now. So Leclerc's doing a good job. So yeah, right now lap 4, we're basically stuck in the DRS train here with Sainz. And we're depleting the battery. So I'm gonna drop it back to neutral. Maybe we can do something with DRS here. Use a bit of fuel. Oh, boxed in here. Nope.
And big lift off. Okay.
So Sainz is pretty much stuck right now. But Russell and Gasly did switch places. Maybe Gasly will be easier to overtake for Sainz. And we can move up to P4. If we can make that happen, then we're behind Russell, who doesn't have DRS. So Russell will be an easier target. But then first we need to get past Gasly here. Gap between Leclerc and Perez is 2.5. Okay, lap 5. We're getting closer and closer to the rain. Let's see if we can push with fuel. I don't want to ruin the tires too much because you never know when the rain is gonna be coming, at what exact point.
There is some rain coming.
Up. Speak of the devil. And we're past Gasly. Are we? Are we? No. Yeah, we are. We are. P4. Okay, nice.
Ferrari advance the race position.
Sainz is doing a good job. Now we're stuck behind Russell, but
And confirm, lift off.
Copy.
Russell does not have DRS. He's 4 seconds behind Checo. So let's harvest some battery here.
Start button on.
Copy.
Okay, both of the drivers still have 81% of tire life left after doing around 5 laps. So we could extend this stint for quite a lot longer. We're already alongside Russell. And we're not even using ERS. Oh, we've got DRS here on the straight. But that does mean that we won't get it if we're ahead here. But we're not. So we'll get DRS once again.
Start button off.
Okay.
Here we go. This should be an easy one. On the long camel straight. DRS. Come on, Sainz, do it. No. Why are you staying behind Russell? Are you kidding me? That could have been an easy overtake. Okay, maybe you wait another lap. We can harvest some battery then.
And start button on.
Yeah, all good.
Okay, so Checo's 3 seconds behind Leclerc. So it's looking good for us. Now if Sainz can get past Russell, we can try and push towards Checo.
Charge button off.
Yeah.
Although it will get increasingly more difficult to push towards Checo because we've got soft tires. And those soft tires, they go off a lot quicker than the mediums. Okay, let's use some more fuel. Nice lap. So we do have DRS, but don't go for it here, Carlos. Just wait. And we're now right behind him. This should, in theory, be an easy overtake. Let's see. We're right behind him. DRS open. Alongside. Almost alongside. Yes, we're ahead. Cutting the corner a little bit there. But we're in P3. Lap 7, but we're finally in P3.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
Oh, it's raining.
Some rain coming.
It's raining.
Okay.
Yes, confirm. Raining.
Copy.
So do we box now? I think we should. I mean, a lap around Spa is long. And we're close to the pit entry. And it's almost 1 millimeter. So I'm gonna go and grab some inters and give them to Leclerc. And then we pit this lap. And then I'm gonna do the same for Sainz. Pit options. Grab some inters. Strategy conflict, yep. And then pit this lap. We're gonna go in. It's raining.
Box, speed confirm and box.
This is now a wet race.
Yeah, box.
Okay. We're in the lead.
Yeah.
And we're boxing.
Copy.
Softs go off. Inters go on. Checo's still out somehow. He's not boxing. Interesting strategy. Okay. So Sainz also pitted. His pit stop was even faster than Leclerc's. Leclerc is now in P2 behind Checo, but Checo is going to be so slow. Sainz in P6. And now we just need to make sure we conserve the tires. If we conserve the tires, then we can go all the way until the end on this set, but I don't know if that's the smart strategy. See how slow Checo is? Come on, push past him.
No lift off needed. You are doing a good job.
He's so slow.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're past him. Yep, easily.
You are doing a good job.
So Sainz is also stuck. Okay, it's time for wets basically.
Ferrari, advance the race position.
Do we go in for wets right away? We might have to. That's the 2 pit stops in 2 laps. Ooh, that's a tough call to make. Sainz still stuck behind Norris, who's out on dry tires. Come on, get past. Push. Why is he driving behind him? Come on. There we go. So I'm guessing Checo's gonna be pitting for... No, he's pitting for inters. I thought he'd be pitting for wets.
Keep it up.
Russell also inters. Ocon also inters.
Oh, and Ferrari just gained a place.
So we're 1-2 right now. Ferrari 1-2. Okay, let's put it back in neutral.
Lift off needed.
Copy.
So Sainz got held up so much, he's still stuck behind, well not stuck, he's still behind Checo. So it's basically wet enough for full wet tires. But we need to keep an eye on what the others are doing. Let's check the rest of the field. I think everybody's out on intermediates right now. Oh, Stroll's still out on his soft tires. What? Not the best strategy, Stroll. Oh, you got overtaken there. Yeah, he's so slow. Holding up his teammate now. Everybody's on inters except for Stroll. I'm getting a little bit warm. Shouldn't be a problem though. So there's 4.4 millimeters of rain at the moment. Sainz is 1.1 seconds behind Checo. We could definitely go for a 1-2 finish here. That was one of the targets. That was the race target, basically. A 1-2 finish for Ferrari. So yeah. Wets might be fast, But if we go for wets, we need to pit once again. We lose like, 25 seconds. We will drop all the way down the order, probably to like P16 or something. Not with Leclerc though. Leclerc's got a big advantage. He's got a big gap to P2. Let's check on the map. See that? That's more than the Camel Straight. Whew. Sainz is right behind Checo. Checo's not that quick. Maybe we can try and push on the straights. But I also want to keep conserving the tires a little bit. I don't know how long we're gonna be on the inters. I have no idea. So let's skip ahead until the next lap. We're now at lap 10. The rain might be easing off a little bit. Then around lap 25, it might be time for wets. Tough to say. Gonna be a lot of rain then in like 14 laps. It does dry up a little bit after lap 30, but the track is gonna stay wet. Okay, let's push with Sainz. Deploy battery. Come on, Carlos, alongside. Still a bit behind him. Oh, they're battling all right. He's just ahead. Yeah, he's got it.
You're doing really well.
Okay, let's try and pull away from him. 4/10.
Advance the race position.
So Ferrari's in a 1-2 position right now. But we're only at 25% of the entire race distance. So we've got a long way to go. Yellow flag. Someone ran wide maybe. Yep, they ran wide. Mick ran wide. P15.
And big lift off.
Okay, 0.8 to Checo right now. Hopefully we can pull away. Let's see, let's skip ahead a little bit. Nice, right behind Sainz. Sainz has got decent pace though. There's no DRS, remember? In a wet track. Oh, someone crashed. I don't see you crash.
Sounds like there's been a crash.
Oh, Stroll.
Here's the replay.
Is he still on his dry tires?
The Aston Martin.
Nice switch.
A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
I think he did the same thing in free practice. Like the same mistake, same corner, same everything. Checo's staying close to Sainz though. Maybe we can push with fuel. Let's see. Does that help? Not really. Maybe a little bit. Maybe we're like 1/10 a lap faster. Previous lap we were not even a 10th faster. And this time, okay, like 2/10, 2.5 tenths. That's decent. We've got low ERS though. But luckily the tires don't degrade that quickly right now. There's 2 millimeters of rain on track at the moment. And it's gonna be raining for the next 10 laps at least. 10, 15 laps probably. And then after lap 30 might be dry for a while. Okay, gap is still around 1 second between Sainz and Checo. Checo's got decent pace. Oh, driver ran wide. I think it was Leclerc who ran wide then?
They've
Yeah.
run wide. Let's take a closer look. Watch this. There's Leclerc.
Ooh, ooh,
They've
ooh, ooh.
taken that far too wide, and now they're paying the price.
Look if we don't have any damage. Let's see. Car condition. No damage on any of the aero parts. Okay, looking good. So the gap is now only 11 seconds between Leclerc and Sainz. It was like 16, so Leclerc lost 5 seconds. Let's see, let's skip ahead a little bit. Checo's keeping up quite well. Maybe we need to push with fuel a bit more. Try and get away from him. .3. We don't have any more fuel left basically. So we're negative on fuel. And it's a wet track.
Yeah, good.
Do we box? Do we box right now? How long is it gonna be like that? Quite a few laps. So I feel like if we don't box, then we might lose out. But that does mean we need to box twice, because we'll probably need to go back to inters. Going all the way until the end on these inters. I don't know if that's the winning strategy. Other drivers are boxing though. Oh, that's Stroll. He's on full wet. Yep, makes sense. Okay, Sainz still needs to do another lap. Checo didn't box. So now we've got one lap to see what all of the other cars are doing. We look to be quite slow though. Yeah, look, a lot of cars are boxing. They're all going for wets. So if we copy them, we should be good. Because we're in the 1-2 position. Oh, Tsunoda crashed.
Take a look at the replay. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved.
Probably because he was on
See the crash.
inters in full wet conditions. He was so close to the pits though. Let's switch to full wets. Everybody's doing it, so we're doing it as well. Didn't want to take the risk and be the first ones to do that, because we're leading the Grand Prix. But when everybody's doing it, it would be stupid to not do it either, to not do it as well. Because by copying their strategy, we can be pretty sure that we'll stay ahead in this Grand Prix. Okay, let's skip ahead. Leclerc should be boxing.
Copy, understood. Speed limiter on and speed limiter on.
Okay, so we're going for full wets.
Full lane.
2.9 stop. Checo's also pitting. So there's 6.6 millimeters of rain, of water on track. .5. That's quite a slow stop. So we're on full wets, and it's still a Ferrari 1-2. Checo's only 1 second behind us right now, though. Maybe we can push away from him.
We can push a bit more. Copy.
These wet tires should be able to handle that. Let's see if we can pull away. 1.3, 1.4, 1.5. Now it's 1.3 again. Oh, someone crashed. Who is that? I don't see anybody standing still, though.
We've just had a crash on the track. Let's see
Yuki.
what happened there. Now look at this. It was the AlphaTauri driver involved.
He's still out on his inters.
And there's the crash.
That's like exactly the same as what he did a few laps ago. Okay, but Sainz is pulling away from Checo. That's good. So we're pushing these tires a bit, which is fine. I don't think we'll be going until the end on these wet tires. I'm not sure, but since there's also a 35% chance of rain, I think it's gonna drop down to below 4 millimeters. Now let's skip ahead one more lap, and we'll have a bigger gap to Checo because we pushed on these tires. And then we drop it back to standard.
And slow down now. Copy that.
Okay, so the gap between Sainz and Leclerc is 12 seconds. And the gap to Checo is now 2.5. Magnussen P4. He's doing a great job. I gotta say, I loved seeing him grab pole in Brazil earlier this year. That was awesome. Nobody at Haas expected that. And even though it was tough for him to even score points in the sprint race the day after that, I'm sure it still felt like a victory. I mean, it was definitely one of my highlights of this season. Okay, 2.7. So we're slowly pulling away from Checo. The track is still very, very wet. 7.5 millimeters. Okay, it's dropping now. Someone crashed. What happened? What happened? Someone standing still? I don't see it. Joe crashed. Okay. Right at the back, P17. That's fine. So we're not really pushing. Oh, that's a blue flag situation, I'm guessing. Yeah, that was Tsunoda on P20. He's already crashed twice this race, so... He's even behind Stroll, who was on the completely wrong tire in this weather. Okay, so basically we need to keep an eye on the gap to Checo and on the amount of water on track. 6.7 millimeters. If it drops down to around 4, we need to consider switching to inters again. And we could push a little bit. You know what? Do that. Let's do that.
Copy.
Let's push these tires a little bit. Maybe we need to go until the end, but it would be nice to have a bigger gap. 4.2 to Checo.
I think there's been a lock-up.
Alonso locked up. Alonso is in P13. So there's still 5.2 millimeters of rain. And we're at lap 30 right now. And we're close to having no rain. There's only 35% chance of rain in the next few laps. So it might dry up a little bit. And if it dries up just enough, it might be smart to switch to inters right before the end. But it's not a certainty. Right now it still says 100. 100% chance of rain. There's 5 millimeters. So we should stay out on wets right now. But things could change at any moment. Let's keep pushing on these tires though. 4.7. Yeah, the amount of water on track is dropping. That's for sure. 75% chance of rain in 3 minutes. So that's basically the next lap. Five-second gap to Checo. It's looking good for us. Right now it's looking good. Multiple cars crashed. Oh, safety car. Ooh.
Safety car deployed.
I want a box.
Safety car deployed.
There's 3.9 millimeters of rain.
Positive.
Copy.
I mean, if it doesn't start raining that much anymore, it might be better to be on inters. But it's gonna be a gamble. Do we want to gamble if we're in a 1-2 position? I mean, we've got the tires. And they're not very worn, these full wets. The risk, if we stay out on these wets, is that if it dries up, we will need to box when everybody's right behind us. Although they might also be boxing, then we just copy them. I feel like using this safety car to go for inters could be the winning strategy. But it does feel like a risk. I can also split the strategies, but then you will always have one driver using the losing strategy. And these fresh inters, they should last until the end. Let's do it.
And DRS is disabled. DRS disabled.
What's Lewis doing? He's going to inters.
So there
Look.
was a crash.
Copy.
There's cars going to inters. Okay, let's check Norris. What's he doing? They're going to inters. Okay, Sainz, you're also going to inters. We're going for it. If everybody else is going for it, we're also going for it. I want to be in a 1-2 position on the right tire, or at least on the same tires as everybody else. If we're gonna stay out on the wets and everybody's right behind us on inters, then the gap that we built up is closed. We'll have tires that are further worn, and they might also be the wrong tire. if the track stays at like 3.7 millimeters, because right now Inters will probably be just a little bit quicker. So we are boxing.
Charles, pit lane.
Copy. And we need speed limiter on, speed limiter on.
Here we go. Full wets off. And the Inters go on. 2.3 seconds. That's a good stop. Although it's a safety car, so it doesn't really matter.
Looks like there's been a lockup.
Checo locked up during the safety car. He stayed out. He stayed out? Checo stayed out. He's in P2 right now. So he overtook Sainz during the safety car because we pitted. Okay, Leclerc already caught up. And there was a car in front of him. That car's gone now. So we are on brand new intermediates.
We should slow down.
Okay.
So we are on Inters.
Slow down.
Okay.
Checo is still out on his old wet tires. He's gonna be slow. With this amount of water on track, he's gonna be slow. So it should hopefully not be a problem for Sainz to get back up to P2. And then Ocon is on full wets in P4. Russell is, I'm guessing he boxed this lap. So he should be on new intermediates. Bottas on full wets. So the field is quite split between Inters and wets. Is he boxing? Nope. He's already on Inters. I think we're on the right strategy here. This could turn into a Ferrari 1-2. Exactly what we needed, because that was a race target. Okay, let's see. Let's skip ahead until the end of this safety car session. Left cars may now overtake. They're doing that. It's cool that they put this in. Nice. I wish they'd also put this in the F122 game.
And Perez just pitted now.
Checo pitted now? What? Oh man, he's losing so many positions. That's the wrong call, man. He should have pitted earlier. He should have pitted when I was in the pits with Sainz. Now Ocon is in P3. Ocon's still out on the full wets. Okay, let's skip ahead. So Sainz is back in P2.
And safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Safety car in this lap.
Copy.
Head down.
Yeah.
We are motor racing.
Copy.
Let's go. How many laps are there left? We're on lap 36, 35, something like that. So we've got less than 10 laps to go. We can push. Oh, we can definitely push. Normal racing conditions. So that's a green flag. 3.3 millimeters. So it's intermediate conditions. We're on the right tire. We're in P1 and P2. This is our race. This is our race for the taking. And we're off. Ocon is slow on his wet tires. He's not on the right tire right now. Russell's already trying to overtake him. So we don't even have to push with Sainz. If Ocon holds up the rest of the field for a bit longer, it's gonna be an easy cruise to the finish line. I mean, look, the gap's already more than 1 second. It's 1.4 right now after one sector. 1.5. We could be cruising to victory here. Russell's doing his best to get past Ocon because Russell's being held up. Russell's got the same tires as us. He could have a similar pace. But he's already 2 seconds behind us now. This is looking very good for us. Now, it'll stay wet for the remainder of this race. 3 millimeters of water. If it stays like that, then these inters are definitely the right strategy. The gap is 2.5 already to P3. Ocon is doing a great job holding them up. He's basically acting like a third Ferrari driver right now. 3.2 seconds. Let's see how long he can keep this up. Oh, Russell's past him. Russell's in P3. He's going for it. Russell for the podium. He can do it. He doesn't need to pit anymore. He's on the intermediates. So he's 4.3 behind Sainz right now. We need to keep an eye on that gap. We don't want a late race battle for P2. Ocon still slow, still on his wet tires. Now it's Lewis who's trying to push past Ocon. But we're still in 1-2. 4.7 to Russell right now. Let's see, does the gap decrease? Not really. The gap between Sainz and Russell only gets bigger. Now Leclerc's also pulling away a little bit from Sainz. Also because he's pushing the tires a little bit more. Still 2 millimeters of rain. This is looking very good. 4 laps to go. This is ours for the taking. If nothing crazy happens, knock on wood, this is gonna be Ferrari 1-2. After the chaotic Hungary race, I definitely didn't expect that. But maybe this race was also made a little bit easier because Max started at like, I don't know, P16, something like that. He started way down the order because of the grid penalty. And we managed these wet conditions pretty well, I think. 9 seconds to Russell. Track is drying up a little bit. Still enters though.
And last lap.
Oh, Max started in 14th? Okay, thanks. I didn't see that. So last lap. This is our victory. Definitely. As long as we don't crash, of course, but... this should be ours. Oh, a crash! What happened? Not one of us. Luckily, I can still see them driving. Oh, imagine crashing on the last lap.
Was that
I think Giovinazzi did that once, right? At
We
Spa.
can take a look now. Now we see the Williams here.
Who is that?
No, and there's the crash.
Where's the crash?
Mark my words,
Oh, there.
there'll be
Oh,
questions asked about that
what? It just crashed into that Haas. Like they're playing bumper cars.
And the team had such high hopes today. What a shame.
Such high hopes of finishing P16. Oh, it's Albon. Albon and Mick who crashed. But we're still driving, and that's what's most important. We didn't crash. Okay, Blanchiment, then the bus stop chicane, and then we win. Yup, 1-2. There it is. Leclerc with another win this season.
And check it flag.
Let's go, come on!
And Sainz P2.
Charles Leclerc is today's winner. Here's
Ferrari 1-2 confirmed.
Charles Leclerc there, taking home the win.
What an amazing finish to a thrilling race. It's a real testament to their skill and the team's engineering.
Okay, that was a great race. It was tough in the wet conditions. It was tough making the right decision, especially during the safety car. But this definitely solidifies Sainz's P2 position in the driver standings. Max finished P5. So he scored 18, 15, 12, 10 points. Maybe 11 because of the fastest lap. Sainz scored 18. So Sainz scored 7 more points than Max. So he should be 8 points ahead of him right now, I believe. Let's see.
Well, this was definitely Charles Leclerc's weekend. Never have a team been more deserving of a podium. Everyone must be ecstatic.
Russell P3. Russell on the podium.
And the Monegasque driver certainly proved his worth with a terrific drive today. It was a hard-fought contest for all three drivers, each one securing precious points for their team. Ferrari had a very good race, proving they're definitely a team to contend with.
Yes, there's definitely cause for celebration here. This team can take anything that's thrown at them and come through even stronger.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
For the next round, Formula One won't be straying too far. We'll be heading to the dunes of Zandvoort and the lightning speed of the Dutch Grand Prix.
Ocon driver of the day? He is? I didn't see that. So Max did get the fastest lap. So he scored 11 points. Ocon finished just outside of the points now. That was such a shame. He was in P3. He was in P3, but he was on the wrong tires. He was on full wets after the safety car. So Sainz is in P2, and he is indeed 8 points ahead of Max right now. Still not a lot. Anything can happen. But this is still a battle that we need to keep fighting for the remainder of this season. And Leclerc's 80 points ahead of P2 right now. 80. And we're comfortably leading the Constructors' Championship. So, that was Belgium, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. And next time I'll be doing the Dutch Grand Prix. See you then.